the Caofen F80 versus a Surron. I had a chance this weekend to test ride a Caofen F80, and I found the power and the smoothness of the motor to be quite impressive. Here I am taking on a 40-degree incline, and it felt like nothing. When I took this incline with the Surron, I could feel every little bump and groove, and it was not as smooth. The suspension is definitely stronger, and more stability I found in the Caofen F80. The Surron LBX Pros is lightweight at 127 pounds. It has stronger torque, excellent for wheelies. It's a bigger brand name in the recognition, so there's reliability, and it's also for faster resale. There's a large aftermarket for modifications, and it's easy to remove and replace the battery. Great for tight technical single track, and it looks more like a mountain bike, which is great for not intimidating people on the trail. The Surron LBX has its cons though. There's the weaker suspension, especially on the rocky terrain. You feel everything. The mountain bike braking is not as good as the motorcycle braking. There's a slower top speed at 75 kilometers an hour. There's less range, and the cost is more. Now let's take a look at the Caofen F80B. We have an 80 kilometer range, 85 kilometer top speed. Caofen F80B has its pros. There's better suspension. It feels more stable at high speeds. There's a faster top speed at 85 kilometers an hour. Similar to the LBX, the F80B has a 35 to 80 kilometer range. However, there's a higher range for the F80L, 90 to 150 kilometer range. For regenerative braking, that's better. The brakes are better. Off-road tires are better. Stronger skid plate. The seat is more comfortable, I found. Seat height is about the same at 30 inches. There's a better rear fender. In Canada, you can make it more road legal by adding signals. It's rain and waterproof. The liquid cool battery can handle cold temperatures. The Caofen F80B can have some cons though compared to the LBX. There's a lesser known brand name, and long-term reliability is still untested. Less aftermarket support, so modifications could be harder. Removing the battery takes a bit more time, and replacing it is still more research needs to be done, and heavier than the LBX but the same weight as an Ultra Bee. Let's take a look at the Caofen F80L, the bigger range battery. We have a 150 kilometer range and an 85 kilometer top speed. Final thoughts, in my opinion, I feel overall that the Caofen F80B is better than the Surron LBX and almost comparable to the Surron Ultra Bee, except there is less range and torque. Right out of the box, the stock Surron Ultra Bee is a beast and it's ready to go. However, the lower price and longer range of the Caofen F80L makes me lean towards buying the F80L over the Ultra Bee. Final decision? I would most likely buy the Caofen F80L over the Ultra Bee. The lower seat height and longer range and waterproof casing make it the better choice for my needs. In my opinion, the Surron LBX is lesser quality than the Caofen F80B, but the F80B is lesser quality than the Ultra Bee. But the Ultra Bee is a little bit lesser quality than the Caofen F80L, comparing it for my needs. The Caofen F80L and B are available at Joule Motorcycles in Burnaby. I recommend you check them out. The Caofen F80 is going to be my next e-bike, dirt bike purchase.